Good morning. So here we are. I've more or less just woken up. People have been asking me how my knee is doing, and so I thought I would share with you the series of stretches and exercises that I'm doing to support the muscles that support the knee. The issue was that I dislocated it back in February, and it's an old ACL tear. I had an MRI. The ACL is no longer connected, and the MRI also showed a bucket handle meniscus tear on the medial aspect, on the inside. Since that diagnosis, the experts, given my age and my lifestyle, said that they didn't recommend surgery. And so basically that was then up to me to just live my life, reduce the swelling. I had done the injury while I was in Australia. So when I got back to the States, which is where I am now, I started PT. So I finished PT this week with room to reevaluate in a month. But basically my PT practitioner just said, okay, now go and live your life. So, so these are the daily exercises, stretches that I have been doing. I just created a little routine based on what my PT practitioner taught me, and also some of the exercises that and stretches that I had started to do right away back in February and March. So maybe this is helpful if you have same issue, meniscus tears, inflammation, knee pain, or have ACL tear or no ACL at all, which is my situation. All right, so here we go.
Okay, so number one is dangling. So I find a bar stool or sit on the edge of a desk, edge of a counter, and I just dangle my legs for 2 minutes. I'm just rotating them, just letting them move freely, just creating space at the joint. Number two is ankle flexors. I put a vitamin bottle underneath my ankle, but you could also use a rolled up towel or something like that. You'll see I'm using the heaviest band. The heaviest bands are usually the darker colors. And so with the back straight, I am just simply flexing from the ankle, not from the foot. 10 times on the right and 10 times on the left. Number three is alternating knee bends. I lay down, activate my core, and then bring the outstretched foot, the heel of the outstretched foot, to my glutes, and then I alternate either side. And so that's 20 altogether, or 10 on each side. Number four is the bridge. I actually forgot to do it. So from this position, with your heels as close to your glutes as possible, you're lifting your pelvis to the ceiling and holding for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then repeat that 3 times. So number five is a series of stretches all bundled together. So we're doing the front, back and side leg lifts, and a quad stretch is thrown in there as well. And so we do 3 rounds all together, though I'm just showing you 1 round. And so we start with the front leg lift. My core is active, my back is flat against the floor, my leg is locked, I'm lifting from the ankle, and we do 10 both sides. And now we're moving into the side leg lift. You'll see that my toe is pointed to the floor. My leg is actually cast back a little bit towards the furniture, away from the camera, and that's 10 leg lifts in this position. And then it's from here that I'll do the quad stretch. And so you'll see me grabbing my ankle, and then I'm using my right ankle to hold just above the knee, and that really works that stretch. And so holding there for 20 to 30 seconds. And then I use my right ankle to just support my knee as I come out of that, so the knee just doesn't suddenly drop. And so now I'm lying on my belly and preparing for the back leg lift. And here we're really activating the glutes. The leg again is locked and I'm lifting from the heel. Toes are pointed, and it's 10 for both sides. And here I use the floor to just massage the kneecap. I had a lot of swelling. I still have a little bit of swelling, and so it just seems to need a little bit more pressure from the top that I can't give it myself. And so the weight of my knee against the floor feels good. And so now you can see from this side what the side leg lift looks like for the right leg. And you see how my toe is pointed, I'm lifting from the heel, and you can see from this angle how my leg is actually cast back or is reaching back. And so that's 10 of those. And then from here we move into the quad stretch, where I just pull my ankle towards my glute, and then my left foot holds down at the knee, and then I just bring my foot back around to support the knee so it doesn't drop. Number 6 is a crossover leg lift, and so you will see that I'm sitting with my legs stretched out in front of me. My hand is flat on the floor at my hip, and you'll see that my left arm has crossed over my body to hold the right lateral aspect of my right foot and is lifting from the foot. And now we switch sides, where the right arm reaches across the body, holds the left foot, the left lateral aspect, and holds for 15 seconds. And that gives a really great stretch. Number 7 is the side step squats using a band. I'm using the blue band, which is the medium tension one. You can see the green one and the grey one on the floor there. I started with the green one, and I started only doing 5, but now I'm doing 20 both sides. And so the body starts in a squat, and then you're leading with your knee. Number 8 is the calf stretch. And so here I'm using the chair for balance. The left leg is bent slightly. My right heel is aiming towards the floor, and I'm holding for 30 seconds. And then we switch sides, and you'll see that my right knee is bent for the left leg to get that stretch. And again, the heel is reaching towards the floor. And now number 9 is the Achilles stretch. And so this is slightly different in that my feet are closer together and I'm bending both of my knees. And you'll feel that stretch in the Achilles. You don't want to overdo it, but again, you're holding for both sides 30 seconds each. So you can see how both of my knees are bent, and I'm feeling that pull in the Achilles right there at the base of the calf and above the ankle. Okay, and now we're at the last exercise, which is squats to tippy toes. And so I go into a deep squat. My weight is evenly balanced on both legs. And at the end of the squat, as I lift up, I'm lifting from the heels into tippy toes, and I'm also activating my glutes at the same time. And I usually do 20 to 30 of these. And so that's it. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions or comments. I just want to say that this is not in any way medical advice. I'm just simply sharing my stretching routine that supports my knee, which again, I have no ACL and a bucket handle medial meniscus tear. But I did want to share too that some of you know who've watched my previous videos that I've been in Russia. I was in Russia for 3 weeks, and at the end of that first week, we went on a hike in a place called Vodovara, and I had gone into it thinking it was a 2-hour hike, and it ended up being more like a 5-hour hike.
And I was actually pretty good. I had put on an ACE bandage just to support the knee. It was probably an intermediate level hike, so there was some scrambling. We were climbing over rocks and things like that. The terrain was amazing. It was coming down that was the hard part. For me, the main discomfort actually has been in my hamstring, I guess because it's compensating. So coming down, especially in that last hour, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm undoing all of the work that I've done. It just feels like my knee is shredding. But that evening I was able to soak it. I was able to take a bath. I have salts. And I also had brought a TENS machine, and I continued to massage, and actually it's been pretty good. And then my friend suggested that I try red light therapy, and that has also been a miracle. So part by part, right? You're just stacking miracles on top of each other to get the best result. But the body is a miracle, and it knows how to and wants to balance itself, and it wants to be strong, and so our job is to help it with that. So hopefully this is helpful. Stay tuned, and I will be posting a new Just a Conversation soon, and also a Sunday service.